This video is going to show you how to add a new module to your content area and how to move your syllabus into that module. So the first thing you're going to do is log into Desire to Learn, which I've already done as a teacher. You're going to click on Content. When your content loads, it will always go to wherever you last left off. If you scroll down, you can see that over here currently there is not a module that is called syllabus, and this is what Mrs. Albano wants everyone to add. So at the very bottom of your module list, you're going to click on Add a Module and you're going to type syllabus. Click the Enter key and it will create the module for you. Notice that the screen refreshed. It says module added successfully. If you scroll back down to the bottom, you'll see it at the very bottom. At this point, you need to move it up to the beginning of your content. You grab these three little handles over here, right here, see where it is? It'll give you this little cross hash icon. You click on your mouse and drag it up. If I were to let go when it was orange, it would embed that module into that existing module, which I don't want it to do. I want it to be out here by its own. So I'm going to move it right here to the top just above, in this case, Accessing Student Portal and Focus. And then you let go of your mouse. Notice it's refreshing and it moved the module here. So if a student was to view this, go up here to where your name is, click the down arrow, click View as Student. Now you won't see the draft modules. Click on Content. I'm now viewing this as a student would, and the module is located as the third one. D2L Student Resources is first, Getting Started with D2L is second, and then here's Syllabus. If you don't like the order of these items, you can of course move them all around like we just did before. If you're realizing now, ooh, they're not in the best order, you can change it. If you're happy, you can leave it there. To go back as a teacher, click on this down arrow. Where it says viewing a student, click the X so you'll be back to viewing it as a teacher. It takes you back to the home page, so you'll have to click on content again. So again, when we were viewing this as a student, notice this draft module here that has all of your help documents was not visible to the students, and this draft module here, template for instructor use, was not visible to the students. Many of you already have a syllabus in your course. I hope. I really, really hope. However, since Mrs. Albano wants it moved, you have to find where you have it and now drag it into that syllabus module. So in this course, the syllabus is in this module called Course Documents and Links, where most of you have put yours already. Some of you have them different places, but most of you have it in this module. So I'm going to click on this module once. Notice it turns blue to show that I've selected it. Here's the syllabus. I'm going to move it into the module that says syllabus. So grab the three little handles here, and I'm going to drag it, and I do want it to go inside, so this time I want it to turn orange because I want it to go inside of there. I'm going to let go of the mouse. It's refreshing, and notice now that there's a 1 here. The syllabus has been moved. It's no longer in Course Documents and Links. It's here in Syllabus. Right there. If you need to update your syllabus, or for some reason you don't have an existing syllabus, you can utilize one of the templates that I've made, which should be in this module of your course, right here that says Templates for Instructor Use. You're going to click on it. These are 4 templates that you can use. Notice they're in draft form because they're for the teacher's use. If you decide you want to use one, you can take it, this one that says syllabus, drag it and move it into syllabus. Notice now syllabus here turned to 2. I'm going to click on it. Now at this point it is visible to students. So you want to immediately make it draft so that you can work on it before you make it visible to students. To make it draft, you can do so in a couple different ways. I'm going to do so by clicking the little down arrow here and go to Edit Properties in Place. If I click Edit Properties in Place, notice right now it says it allows me to put the date, some restrictions, a description, but here where it says published, I'm going to change this to draft. Once I've made it draft, now the students can't see it. If I want to work on this, I would click here, but since the clicking isn't available anymore because I'm in the Edit Properties in Place, I'm just going to go to Edit HTML. Okay? When you click Edit HTML, you don't want it to be called Course Title Syllabus. You would want to backspace over this. You would write the title of your course, in this case, Principles of Teaching. Ms. Coburn's going to be super thrilled. I'm working in her class. And now this whole document here is editable. You can change it however you want. The great thing about using this document here is that it is an HTML document, which means you can have links within this document going to other places in Desire to Learn. If you were to just simply upload a Word document, then you wouldn't be able to do these links. So it's up to you what you prefer, but this is just a template. It's just a bunch of nonsense really kind of telling you what to do. Scroll down, and then at the very bottom here, see where it says publish? I would be publishing it if it was ready to go live. In this case, it's not ready to go live. It's still a draft, so I'm going to hit save. When I want to come back to it and work on this right in here, I'm going to again scroll down to the bottom. Every time you want to work on it, you have to be in D2L to work on it. I'm going to, I'm still in the editing. I know I'm still in editing because these are all my editing tools right here. So where it says course title here, again, I'm going to backspace over this course title and I'm going to write Principles of Teaching. It says syllabus, welcome to course name. Get rid of course name. Again, Principles of Teaching. Instructor is not Dr. Polly, it's Mrs. Karen Coburn. What is Karen Coburn's email? Backspace. I'm not going to fill this whole thing out in case you're wondering. Sorry about that. Now, say for example, I have decided, go ahead and fill in the phone, your course hours and your office hours. If you don't have office hours because you are a blended teacher and they see you pretty much every day of the week, then you can remove that line, or you can just say by appointment or see teacher. Say right here I wanted to not put a brief statement regarding the course for some reason, or I didn't want to put a little quote here. I could just backspace over this and eliminate it. So you can edit or delete anything within this. This is, again, just a sample template to guide you through the syllabus so that you don't forget anything important. Obviously, I don't want to have this picture of Paul Lee here, so I would click on it once and click delete. And then I can add my own picture by clicking the little picture icon here. And then I would find one to upload. I have no idea what's in my computer here. I'm just going to put Melanie Professional. I think I have one titled that, maybe not. Oh, here, Melanie Professional Pick Square. So find your picture that you have somewhere on your computer, upload it, click add, put your name for the alternative text so that if somebody were to hover over it and the picture didn't display, they'd know at least what was in the image. Click OK. Now clearly the picture is too large, so if you click on it once and then grab the handles, you can resize it. And then obviously you don't want the name Paul Lee there, so you backspace over that. Now this is Karen Coburn's course, so obviously you'd want a picture of Karen Coburn there and her name, but just showing you how to do it. So again, you would just scroll down your syllabus lists the intended outcomes from the state of Florida. You can copy and paste this directly from your curriculum frameworks. This is a description of your course format, procedures, and requirements. There's some examples there of what you would put in there. Course materials, course grading. So again, this is if you either need to update your current syllabus, this is an option to you, or if for some reason you don't have a current syllabus, you definitely need to get one made, and you can do it on this template here. For example, I was telling you about links. I've already linked this particular document here. I've linked this particular document here. So once this is saved and published, a student could click on those links and it would go to those places. If you had a schedule overview down here and you wanted to link to assignments in your Dropbox, or you wanted to link to tests in your quiz area, you could title this, this is very boring, but Chapter 1 analysis. Say that was an assignment in their Dropbox. You would just highlight this. If that was the name of the assignment, scroll up, and then click on this little thing that looks like a link. Click on it. You would go to Dropbox. Let's pretend this says I'll change it. This job search activity M1. So you can either click it, but if you click this little pencil over here, then it allows you to title what it's going to say. This is the title of the activity, but it allows you to title how it's going to be presented down below. So I would go ahead and do that, and I usually say open it in a new window and click Insert. So now if I go down here, where before I had put Chapter 1 whatever, it actually titled it what it was titled in the Dropbox. If I had another one, I would just click Return, and I would do another one as well. Go up here to my link, click Dropbox, and say they also had to do Teaching Outline. Now that time I just picked it and I didn't click the pencil. So by picking that here, it may or may not open in a new window. So if you want those additional options, click the pencil rather than just tapping it. Same thing with assessments. I can click here on assessments. I can go up to this little link. I can go to quizzes and say they were supposed to do the midterm exam. Again, instead of clicking this, if I click the pencil, I could rename it if I wanted to, but more importantly, I can say to open it in a new window and click Insert. So this little chart is not just a list of assignments, a list of concepts and skills, or a list of assessments, but they are active links to them. So that's a really great thing. But that's why you have to build it within D2L like I'm doing now. It's not a Word document that you create and then just simply upload. When you're ready to move forward, you're going to click Save or Publish if you're ready for it to go live. Down here again, there's a place to replace this where it says course title goes here. Just write Principles of Teaching. So anything that was already there probably needs to be typed over and replaced. So I'm going to click Save because I don't want it to go live. And if I go back to Content, you can see that it's still in draft form. When you're ready, you just click this and go to Published. Okay, so that's a way of using the template to create your own syllabus. In the meantime, the students are going to see this one here, which we moved, if you recall. It was over here in Course Documents and Links. We grabbed the little handles and we dragged it into where it said Syllabus. If I wasn't happy with the placement of this syllabus, again, I'm just going to grab the three handles and drag it. What if I accidentally drop it in here? Is it gone forever? No, it's not gone forever. I just accidentally dropped it into this accessing. See, it's right there. So all I want to do now is grab the handles and pull it out and make sure you have the gray line. When you have the gray line, then you let go of your mouse and it will appear on your module list. If you put it inside, when it turns orange, it's a submodule hidden inside. So at this point, I'm going to move it back to where it was. So I'm going to put it here. And now you've successfully added the module for syllabus. You've moved your existing syllabus into it. And I've shown you how to take the syllabus template and move it into there if you want to work on it, build it, and then publish it. One last thing. you need to make sure that your department head and Mrs. Albano or whomever your administrator is enrolled in your class. Your department head should be enrolled in your class as a teacher. Your administrator should be enrolled in your class as a student. So you're going to click on class list. I'm going to look and see if Mrs. Albano is in here because she's my administrator. Oh no, look, she's not in there. It's because I unenrolled her before this. Okay, so I want to enroll her in. You're going to enroll her just like you would any other student. You're going to go to add participants, add existing user, do a search, Albano. Click your little magnifying glass for search. Scroll down so you can see the results, and there she is. I'm going to check her name, and she wants to be a student in your course. She wants to see the class as the students would see it. Don't put her in as a teacher. She wants to be a student. So click student, and then click enroll selected users. And then when you're done, you click done, or you can add more participants. Say you also needed to add your department head. For some reason, your department head isn't in there. You would click add more participants, search for your department head. Now, Ms. Coburn's her own department head, but let's say, for example, that Mary Jean Hippelhauser was her department head. So I'm going to do a search for Mary Jean. No, there she is. Okay, so there she is. I found her. I'm going to check her off. And then where it says select role, I'm going to enroll her as a teacher. You want your department head to be enrolled as a teacher because that way they can assist your students if you have an emergency and you are gone because you won a cruise and you had to take it immediately and you had to leave town. So they need to be able to access your course as a teacher to help the students. So don't enroll your department head as a student, enroll your department head as a teacher. So where it says select role, pick teacher and click enroll selected students. I know it says students, but notice their role is a teacher. Okay, now I'm done. Okay, if you accidentally enroll the wrong person, or in this case I don't really want Mary Jean to be in there, I'm going to unenroll that person, which everybody should know how to do this. You check the box next to the name and you click on unenroll. It'll say, are you sure? And you say yes. Okay, so this is again how to go into your content area, how to add a module on the left, which we did by going down here to add a module. Once it's added, you drag it to where you want it to go. You found your existing syllabus and you moved it in there. And then just to double check, you wanted to make sure that your department head is enrolled as a teacher onto your class list and that your administrator is enrolled as a student. If you have any other questions, please let me know.